I want you to take a second and appreciate where you are right now. It's a Monday, and for most people around the world, Monday's an awful time. Early Monday, when you're probably watching this, is an awful time because you got the full work week ahead of you and you have the maximum amount of time left to do your random office work. Assuming you do office work and you're not pulling some scam remote work where you have Caesars Sportsbook up on one computer and then your theoretical spreadsheets up on the other computer. What do you have over on Caesars? What's up on your Caesars sheet? I'll tell you what should be up on there. The promotion that they got going on where your first bet is going to be risk-free up to $1,000 on Caesars. You make an $800 bet. Yep, risk-free. You make a $1,000 bet. Risk-free. Your first bet on Caesars, if you're a new user, is risk-free. How do you get that? By clicking the link in the description of this video. And obviously, you know this. You got to be 21 other than Kentucky. And if you have a problem or anybody else you know has a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. I know why you guys came here. You're excited because it's a Shanahan game. And if it's Shanahan's team in primetime, I know you guys are always looking to me for advice. Now, I will say this. A lot is in flux with this game because of McCaffrey's status. They say he's going to play, but if you don't know that he's getting his full allotment of snaps, that kind of throws the running back stuff into a little ruckus there, a little witch's brew, where you don't know who's getting what, how much. If they go up, does that mean they're immediately taking McCaffrey out? Running back props aren't even really available yet. So I'm just going to focus on the one that I'm going to stick behind in this game. You guys know this, one of the Shanahan rules, if there's no Debo or there is no Brandon Ayuk, yes, that's right, it's George Kittle. This should be one of those George Kittle games. The best part about Kittle is very often there are games like last one where he's staying in to run block all the time, and that keeps his totals low. But in a game like this, where you're thinking about, okay, who's going to beat the Niners from a pass catching perspective? Yes, you have Ayuk. And McCaffrey's their main other weapon. And if he's even limited remotely, Kittle's the next best option by far. I mean, we know how good he can be in spots. Both primetime games against the Giants, I think he had over 80 yards, almost 90 yards, I think, something like that. And then obviously against the Cowboys, he had 3 touchdowns. So another primetime game for Shanahan, another over on George Kittle for me. And also, I will, like I did for that time they played the Giants in primetime, I will take the alternate on George Kittle. You can decide how high you want to go with the San Francisco 49ers win. Spread's a little scary to me, especially considering what happened to the Niners last week, and also no Debo, and we don't know McCaffrey's involvement. Typically, you know, you're talking about Cousins in prime time, Cousins against a team that typically destroys him. You know, all roads typically would lead to San Francisco here. But many would have thought that yesterday. How about that Rat Fest Sunday? That Rat Fest Sunday, where almost every single one of the betting favorites, the infestation was coming. Part of the reason I warned you about the rats, it's like, you know, the aliens are so, all right, if they didn't come this year, they're coming eventually. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a little chuckle. Because, you know, like, it's like when a doomsday prep person actually ends up using the bunker. I mean, there's no better time. I mean, it's a conundrum because you don't want to see a world come to a point where you need a bunker. But if you prepared a bunker, boy, are you happy that you have one. Anyway, George Kittle is my bunker pick, and I'll take him, alternate receiving with the money line. Those are mine. I went to Odd Shopper Premium. I wanted to see some of the best things that they have for this game because I'm like, wow, you know, normally when I see the Niners, typically I can squeak out a couple other bets. They think it is good value on Brandon Ayuk. I tend to agree because of the team that they're playing. If they were playing a tougher defense, I wouldn't feel as good about it. But really, when you look at their options in the passing game, yes, I mentioned Kittle, but I mean, there has to be some yards to go around. If Brock Purdy throws for 180, where's that going to? And OddsShopper Premium, they give a slight edge to Brandon Ayuk, and I cannot say I disagree with it. They also will take the under on Kirk Cousins passing yards. You could always co-sign that. There's no Justin Jefferson. This is the San Francisco 49ers defense, and you have primetime Kirk Cousins. So those are some of the bets that I got for you in this Shanahan game. Good luck to you. Better luck to me. Quick little video here, but honestly, my favorite is the Kittle. If George Kittle hits, I've done my part, and I will see you guys on Thursday before Thursday Night Football. Make sure you subscribe to the OddsShopper channel here. Check out my other videos on this channel and on my YouTube channel. I really would appreciate that. Come follow me on social media. See all these noses? I only got one. I'll see you guys before Thursday.